Okay, everyone, we're now joined by Malik Williams. We'll start with a question from Shannon.
Hey, Malik. I was curious to find out how you felt physically at North Carolina and what the challenges were of playing your first minutes in a game in about a year.
I felt great. Mentally, I was just in it, just excited to be back out there, just because it's been so long, way too long. But it felt good physically. I feel pretty good. It's just about getting back in that basketball shape because it's different when you can't actually go up and down the court and battle with all the physicality that it takes to be successful out there on the court. So it's just getting used to things now.
Jody?
Hey, Malik. When Coach Gaudio talked to us early last week, he said you had progressed. And then I think a lot of us were surprised when Coach Mack Friday night said, yeah, he's going to play. How did the last few weeks go for you? And were there ever a thought in your mind this year that you might not get back out there?
No, I never had that thought that I wouldn't play again this season. The past few weeks, it just went, I believe it was February 3rd, I hit my 12-week mark. We kind of just progressed a little bit, just started walking more, slightly jogging, walking while stretching, while moving. And, and then that Monday hit, it was crazy because I finally get back on the court and, we're dealing with COVID protocols. So I got to work out on my own. Like, I'm out on the court by myself, got to get my own rebounds. It was an exciting feeling, but, it was different. But I kept progressing and getting my own workouts in, and I eventually worked my way up to practice and continue to feel well. And me and Fred finally decided that it was time I started competing, continue to feel good. So I wanted to get out there back as soon as possible.
Michael?
Hey, Malik, Michael McCammon from Cardinal Authority here. The guys that have referred to you as a leader all year long. Obviously, you're a captain and been around longer than the guys. How have you been able to lead during the time while you've been on the bench? And now that you're back, especially following this very difficult loss, how important it is for you to become a leader out on the floor?
On the bench, I just wanted to use my voice, tell them things that I've seen, tell them the things that I've been through, and just try to be there for them as much as possible, just so they can be as successful as they want to be, as we can be. But, now that I'm back on the court, it's about just finding the groove, finding where I fit in, because, you don't want to assert yourself too much too early just because it's been so long and, the connection that they had, just trying to find my spots and how I can really help the team.
Other questions? Shannon and then Gary.
What would you say the team's reaction was on the heels of the loss at North Carolina? And to follow up on that, what was your next practice like? Did you see any progress from guys kind of getting a little bit of wind back?
You just got to chalk that North Carolina game up. You give a lot of credit to North Carolina. They're a huge team. They're physical. I mean, they played a hell of a ball game. We just didn't come out ready. And, I think that's been common for us coming out of pauses, which we got to get under control because, it can happen at any time dealing with COVID. But, we just got to find a way to come out ready in games like that. It was difficult for our team. We weren't able to be fully together, nothing but like 7 days for practice-wise. I was finally back. Emotions were just high, and we just didn't come out ready. We didn't compete like we need to compete.
And then what? Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, we came back in practice next day and we worked. I believe we got better. We were focused, and I think we had a really good practice yesterday.
Hey, Malik, this is Gary Graves from AP. What things did you see differently being on the sidelines, and how much did you apply that to when you got back on the court, and where do you feel like it's going to help you?
The things that you see on the sideline, it's hard to apply live in the game. Like, it's things that I've seen all year, and while I was out there battling, it's different. You don't catch all those things, you don't see all that, and it's just emotion. Like, you got to slow down and take it step by step. Slow motion is a lot better than no motion, and you just really got to slow the game of basketball down. And I think I was a little sped up, just excitement coming out on that first night after sitting for the whole season. I was a little too excited. I think I got to find a good pace for myself and find that feel for the game.
Tim?
Yeah, Malik, given your layoff and your age, you would be eligible to come back next year? Is that even an option at this point, or are you ready to move on?
I think it's optional for everybody. So I don't know. I'm just looking forward to playing Notre Dame tomorrow. I'm looking forward to the game after that. Looking forward to the game after that, and will the end of the season take me? I don't know.
Thank you.
Any other questions for Malik? All right, Malik, welcome back and thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Be back with Coach Max